You're listening to another episode of You Heard It Said with Jesse and Tim, production of Jubilee Studios.
Hey, what phone model do you have?
13.
A 13. We need to get you a new phone if we're gonna play the audio track off of your phone.
Dude, that sounds worse than mine, and I have an 11.
Dude, what did you do? Was it the same thing you did to my car last summer?
Ooh. Did you break your phone radiator?
No, he broke my speakers. That's why there's a
Oh,
rattle
I guess
when
that was what happened to your
accelerate.
truck, not your...
Oh, that's yeah.
I
he did it to
forgot
his own
about that,
truck.
the speaker incident.
Yeah, you hear this? Oh, not the engine. There's a little rattle now when I accelerate.
Crank up the music all the way. And
Yeah.
turn the bass all the way up. There's like a weird.
It's the subs.
I was just testing it out.
I was just making sure it sounded good.
Hey, welcome into another episode of You Heard It Said. We are on a Travelsode today on the road to Paso Robles.
Number 2.
Paso Robles number. What was the
No,
second episode
Second
we
episode
recorded?
we're recording.
We don't know what order we're going to be releasing
We'll
these
see.
in.
We'll see.
So maybe you already know that we're on a series of Travelsodes. Maybe this is the first one. But we're recording a couple episodes on this travel. Had some technical difficulties the first episode. So hopefully that turns out, because that was a great conversation. I
Glad you liked it.
loved that. And I'm going to be honest, I don't always have fun on all our episodes. Sometimes I'm like,
Well, okay.
kind of sleepy. I don't have any dubby. Dubby. I need a dubby shaker because this is a different pre-workout shaker.
Yeah.
Oh, I need
Cheating on the brand.
I need another hand for this part of the drive.
Yeah, probably.
Whoops.
Probably.
But Dubby is our sponsor. Dubby keeps us focused. Dubby keeps us alert and alive, especially when we're doing Travelsodes. So
And a little bit ADD sometimes.
and a little bit. That's right. Yeah.
A sprinkle of ADD.
So if that's what you're looking for in your life, check out Dubby at WGG using promo code Jubilee, all caps, at checkout for 10% off. Dubby, be better.
Be better.
Such a great slogan.
Hey, do you want to know what we're going to talk about today?
I do, because not only is today a Travelsode, but it's also a Jort.
I was going to say,
We got...
I don't know what we're going to talk about either.
Wait.
Just kidding. This is fun, though, because for this topic, I've done, like, zero prep for.
Okay.
So it's just going to be off the dome. But I think those conversations
Dude,
are
welcome
sometimes
to my
better.
seat.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's comfy. I like
Yeah.
it.
It's good. Yeah.
I am sitting in your seat. This is your car.
Yeah. Oh, it's usually my wife's seat.
Thank you, Shelly,
Yeah.
for letting me
I don't
sit
know how many
here.
times I've sat in the passenger seat of this car. This
You
was
wanna-
my dad's
You want
car.
to trade real quick?
Yeah, just on this. Yeah. I'll put cruise control on. That's like autopilot, right?
That's it. That's true.
Dude, do you remember the story of the woman who put her RV in cruise control and then went back to the kitchen thinking that cruise control was autopilot? And this was like 15 years ago.
Oh my
like
gosh.
Tesla didn't have self-driving cars then to make you think that that was already a thing.
I've never heard that story.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That was around the same time that the woman sued McDonald's for hot coffee.
Same woman?
No, not different woman. Which, for the record, I actually heard recently about that lawsuit more in depth. And, like, it actually made way more sense why she sued. It was, like, it wasn't regular hot. It was, she got bad burns from it. And
Oh.
she actually was only ever suing for the cost of her medical needs.
Oh.
But her law firm was like, nah, we're going in hard. As law firms do.
Yes, they do.
Because that's how they make money.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I felt bad because when I was 7 years old, I judged that woman hard. I was like, coffee's already hot. Of course it's going to burn you. But I didn't know. I was 7.
I don't think I knew about that
Oh,
story.
there's a cop up ahead.
Oh. Wow. Cars? Man, California cars. I should say drivers. It's not the cars.
Yeah, the cars don't do that.
Drivers are good about warning about that.
Hey,
Appreciate that.
we just passed a new law in California about touching your phone at all while you're driving is illegal now in any capacity. texting was always illegal, but now like even touching your phone to change directions is illegal now. What do you think the rules are about holding a podcast mic? Oh, it's not a cop. It's
hay bales
Oh shoot.
falling off a semi.
oh, no cop. Dude, that's a bummer of a spot.
Sheesh, that's really bad.
Unfortunate. Truck driving some hay bales toppled over on that turn and is just in the road.
Today we're talking about the biblical theology of hay.
Oh, I thought you. Hey, you know, we talked about that
Just
a little bit in the last
hop into the
episode.
episode. Just
It
I don't have a
makes
segue, but we're just gonna keep going.
We talked about straw.
Did I've been
Yeah.
learning a lot about the. This is kind of related. I've been learning about the agricultural calendar of Israel. So I've been
Okay.
reading a lot about wheat. I know. Our you know who would
No, that's important. That
our
really is helpful.
our families who work in ag would understand what's going on way more than I do.
All of our farm boys
Um,
listening to this on the tractor.
It's basically I'm learning about
And
how
farm girls.
Israel
Shout
pulled
out.
off Sabbath years by
Oh.
rotating crops.
Yeah,
Doing anyways,
yeah. Jubilee.
interesting stuff. And exactly how
Yeah.
did they pull off the year of Jubilee? But that's
Um,
another.
Hey, what are we talking about today on this jort?
All right.
Now that we're 7 minutes in, thanks, Mike Bob.
I'm gonna say a statement, and
Okay.
then we're gonna react to it.
Uh oh, shock factor.
So, but
Maybe
this
you go
is
over.
this
Maybe you
is
go over
the
to YouTube for this one.
ooh get that reaction
Yeah.
content.
We
But
should probably
but-
tell the people about our next project after this. By the way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds good.
yeah. Jamie, don't let me forget that. Write that down. Okay, sorry. I'm
But the
hyped up on
statement
Ducky.
is the topic itself, so it's not
Right,
like leading
yes,
into
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Okay. You ready?
yes.
Spiritual but not religious.
Oh,
So you could say
Oh,
you could have
okay.
somebody say that I am spiritual
yeah.
but not religious. Go.
Huh. Yeah.
Have you heard this? Have you
Yes,
heard this?
I've absolutely.
'Kay.
I mean, this. I feel like it's a pretty new agey vibe, very yoga,
Very yoga.
Um,
Okay.
which I'll say it. I do yoga,
Oh.
and by that I mean
Oh.
I stretch and I breathe.
You're like I do yoga. I can touch my toes.
Nice. Yeah, no, I absolutely have heard that. I feel like that's honestly, there's, I think that's a very, so I would call that, the places I've interacted with that are very like new agey, hippie yoga kind of
Okay.
people. And I've definitely encountered that more here in California than I did in Pennsylvania.
Hmm. I think yeah, that checks out.
Specifically like coastal
Yep.
towns.
Yep.
I was in, as of the recording of this, I was in Carlsbad a couple days ago. And our first day at the beach, me and my boys were hooting and hollering, digging giant holes in the sand, making sand tunnels and castles and splashing in the water. And the person right next to us at their spot is a woman, like definitely connecting with Mother Earth. And I was like, sorry, not sorry. Like, we're definitely not helping you meditate right now.
Oh, I was gonna ask what she was doing.
She was
Just
doing yoga.
meditating?
It was like breathing practices. Hey, this is
just
new.
like hugging a tree in her backyard.
When did this road transition happen?
I mean, they've been.
You see this?
We
used to be over there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Dang! Shout out to California road workers. Not a sponsor. Making a nicer highway for us to get to the coast.
Thank you, California. Very cool.
Very cool. 5 big booms for you. Yeah, no, that is wrong.
Okay.
I'm gonna hard react to that.
All right.
Solid stance. I'm not gonna give you any wiggle room. I think you just don't. I think you're just trying to say you're not American religious. which is to say stereotypical Christian, because that's like the standard American religion.
Okay.
I don't think that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like a majority of Americans are Christians, but I think that's the default religion in this country. What is happening? There are two directions on this road still? Oh, wait, are those the people trying to turn left to go to Fresno? How is this?
I'm not sure.
So the people on this lane right here are going to Fresno? Well, over there in the double lanes, far to our left, are going to Bakersfield, right?
No, the far ones are going to...
Oh, is that where the loop-de-loop happens now?
Yeah, on the far side.
So they're going to go off to an on-ramp and turn left?
Straight forward, and then the other one looks like it goes around.
Oh, interesting.
Why did they change up the road?
Well, eventually we're going to be on that. They just didn't finish the brick. Cool, because this will be 2 lanes.
Why?
I don't know, make it easier for us.
I don't know what's going on here.
Recording a podcast, driving through this for the very first time was a bad idea.
I saw this coming up. I was like, oh no.
No.
Time for our traffic segment.
This happened right after camp because they closed these roads the 9th, and we came home the 8th.
That's true. Oh.
Or the 7th. We came home the 7th. 9th was on Monday. But yeah, okay, so that's my hard, quick response. What do you think? Is that legit? Can you be spiritual but not religious?
Well, okay, so I want to clarify what you're reacting against. Okay, somebody who no, you're good. I'm just saying, like,
Debbie made me say it.
You're good. So this hypothetical person who might say that.
Oh, okay, so
they're probably, you're saying they're probably reacting against some fixed form of religion.
Yes.
And they want to say, well, I'm not that. I'm this. I'm
Yep.
spiritual.
Yeah. That's where I've seen this statement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then maybe a question is from there, what does it mean to be spiritual? I want to come back around to that. First, I want to pick up on another thing you said, which was just California.
Yeah.
I heard from another pastor in our denomination in California. He's observed what he calls California Buddhism.
Okay.
Which is a very, we might say, in that same vein, spiritual type of tradition. Like it's a religion, but you know, it's more like you meditate and you at least
really
for
Buddhist,
California Buddhism, it's like what that means is, well, I meditate and I go to coffee shops and I that's basically
I have a Buddha.
I have a little
on
Buddha statue
on my coffee table at home.
And I get into like incense and crystals, which has nothing to do with Buddhism.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
dude,
that's California Buddhism.
I've actually stayed at 2 Airbnbs that are that.
Yeah.
Yep. One of them had actual incense. Like they had an incense bowl and incense on the coffee table.
Yeah.
And they smelled nice. We didn't light it, but like just dry incense. It's usually sage.
Sure.
That just smells
just
nice.
Sage. Yeah.
Yeah. But then the second one was like it had a yoga room that Shelly and I legitimately went and did our morning like stretching, morning yoga. This was before we had kids. So we could do that kind of stuff. We didn't have kids crawling on us when we woke up to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that. It's interesting.
People will often give credence like, oh, I just love Eastern spirituality. Meanwhile, they do nothing that actually is a part of the larger.
Yeah.
I guess we would call it a religion.
Yeah.
Because.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'm taking back what I said.
Okay.
Because I guess.
Well, why are you taking back what you said?
Well, because they're not actually practicing the religion. I think what they're doing is wrong.
Yeah.
I don't think you should be dabbling in Buddhism.
Yeah.
Right. Like dipping your toes and not jumping full in is still not great.
Yeah. Or are they just creating something new?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And I guess that's the other question too. So your question was, what is spirituality?
Yeah.
But what is religion?
Yep. Both are excellent questions to ask for this
where is
topic.
the line of practicing a religion?
Yeah.
And I think, to another question that Alex asked us last night, we can say his name because he's a grown man. His question, which I think we'll eventually talk about on the podcast, is if you just go to church and then dip out immediately after, don't commune with anybody, versus like at minimum engage, talk to people, get to know people in your church, hang around, whether or not you drink the coffee. Is the first person actually a Christian? Are they actually a part of the church? Are they a part of the body?
Right.
And this, he's asking about someone who this is their routine, right?
Yeah.
Not like, they had to run out because they had something going on that week, or whatever. But
I think that ties into the idea of like, okay, I can just sort of like pick out the clumps that I like, which is a lot of California Buddhism,
right?
Or things like it, New Age, right?
Or American Christian.
Okay, say more.
I think that there are a lot of people who do exactly what Alex was questioning. That they show up to hear a lecture and then they go home.
Yeah, so I think the tie-in is they glean what they want or think they need, and then
listen
they move
to
on.
the concert, and then they go home.
Yeah, little bit of political talk show, a little bit of sermon.
Yeah.
Hopefully they align in some sense.
And that's what churches like us have against mega churches.
Yeah.
And also, there are people within mega churches that have that against mega churches too. There are some who do it better than others. But when you get so big, it's hard to get to know people.
Yeah.
Not a shout out, especially because I can never remember the name of the church. Oh, Willow Creek in Chicago.
Oh.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know anything about their theology, so I'm literally not a shout out. But my brother went to Willow Creek when he lived in Chicago.
Okay.
And he met his wife there, first off.
Nice.
Right? So he actually met people.
It's a good place to meet your wife.
She's great. We love her. So, also shout out to Willow Creek, because thanks for giving us Diana. Shout out Diana, not a sponsor, Dang, this W's hitting me hard.
Yeah, dude. You need
but
some food in your
when
system.
I was there visiting him, that Sunday, woo, don't dry scoop. No, I'm just kidding. We listened to the sermon, and you sit in a section. It's stadium seating. We were on the second tier. We were on the balcony seating. Yep. Wild, crazy, massive
numbered,
church.
I'm assuming.
I don't know if they were numbered,
Maybe
but
not.
the sections were numbered.
Okay.
And the idea is, and they tell you this, like, this is a known thing if you are a regular attender of Willow Creek. We encourage you to sit in the same section every Sunday. Maybe not the exact same seat, but same section, because that's your church, that's your group, that's your people, that's your community. And then they would sponsor, hey, this Sunday, this is your group's Sunday barbecue. Which, honestly, that's something that we do. We sponsor, every once in a while, we do, like, our deacons have, what do we call them? No, not,
are you talking about, like, our elder groups?
Yeah.
Why am I blanking on the name as
well?
well?
Yeah. But, like, we say, hey, this elder, your group, this is your Sunday for, like, a group dinner.
District,
thank you.
Yep.
This is this district's Sunday, fellowship hall, meet after church, and so they were striving. I'm not saying they did it great. I'm not saying it was but they were trying. They were trying to create community. You don't like that?
I don't like that at all. Not what we do with districts.
Yeah.
With elders, right?
Yes. Yeah.
But with, like, seating sections, I guess that's maybe I'll have to react to that further in a mega church episode.
Maybe that's the next. Oh.
Because I think that's a good one, because I feel like mega churches get a lot of flack, and a lot of that's deserved, but
Yeah.
there are positives as well, which I'm curious to tease out.
Yeah,
later
and
on.
also
Okay.
on the negative side, we didn't talk to a single person after that. You know, we went
Okay.
home. We didn't see anyone in the
So
lobby.
so that was the
you know?
all right, we heard the sermon, we leave, we
Yep,
go
and
home.
we went home. Yeah.
I think New Age spirituality is the extreme of that, where like
Yes. Yep.
you combine whatever you like from a little Buddhism, a little Christianity,
Yeah.
a little like Islamic mysticism, whatever, fill in the blank.
Yeah.
A little bit. My favorite author at the New York Times. That's kind of
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. I think that's what Americans do
Yeah,
with Christianity.
yeah, that's
is
like
we
the
pull
extreme.
politics into it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. It's I'm an evangelical Republican Christian.
Okay. Yeah.
That-
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Yeah. You have to say all the
that's
things.
Christian version of what we're talking about.
Sure.
I say that to say, hey, we got to be careful of this too.
Oh,
Not
absolutely.
just Buddhists.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not California Buddhists.
Right. Yeah. It's easy to create like a straw man.
Yeah.
So there's still those two questions that are hovering over this. What is religion?
Yeah.
What is spirituality? What the heck do we mean by spirituality
Yeah.
or spiritual?
Because I think to rebut my initial reaction, whether or not we engage in any of this, we are spiritual beings.
Okay.
And I think that's, we can't get away from that. Whether or not we want to engage in formal, organized religion,
Sure.
which is an important distinction.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, I see that. I get that. I don't like it. I get that.
What don't you like about it?
I mean, I think exactly why I qualified formal, organized religion. I think that we all have our own religion. I think that we all have our own gods that we worship, whether that's intentional or idolatry. Like the again, to pick on Americans, because that's our context, that's what we know. And I'm trying not to pick a fight and start a war, So I had a neighbor, his religion. So every Sunday we would leave for church. We'd drive past his house because we were at the back of the neighborhood and he was on our way out. While we were leaving to go to church, he was starting to pull each of his cars out of his garage because every Sunday he cleaned them religiously. Yeah. And I say that intentionally because that's what he did. That was his ritual.
Them.
He baptized them with the holy water.
Ritually purified them every Sunday.
Yeah, they felt disconnected throughout the week, so they wanted to get rebaptized.
That is so interesting.
But like, yeah, he washed all of his cars every single Sunday. He vacuumed them, he detailed them, and that was his routine. And that was he wouldn't have said he worshipped them, right? He wasn't saying I practice the religion of Maserati. He didn't have a Maserati, so maybe that's why. He had nice cars, but they weren't. I mean, they were like Audis.
Audi, I think either sounds like a really cool religion to start.
Maserati sounds like that's a form of like
Maserati. I'm a Maserati Muslim.
Yeah. Is that a Muslim from Dubai?
I'm assuming they're from Maserati.
Well, I'm just people in Dubai have expensive cars.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Is Maserati a place?
I have no idea.
I don't know what
man.
that name is, where that comes from.
No idea.
I don't know where the name Audi comes from. I don't know where Ford comes from America.
I know where Ford comes from.
Audi's German. I know that, but I don't know if that's a person's name.
Probably.
Well, I think you put your finger on something important, though, which is
the steering wheel.
Like, I guess like you said, everybody has their own religion. Which is not to say like everybody's religion is different, but we all have something. Yeah. This is maybe getting us closer to the definition of religion, which never happens, right? Religion is thrown around so much. Right. Nobody ever takes the time to define it. Nobody's an overstatement because I like the definition that is provided, not by myself,
Nobody,
but by
except for Abraham Kuyper.
Well, it's actually if you do a little bit of etymology, so breaking down where the word comes from. comes from the Latin religio,
Okay.
and religio, one of its meanings is to bind things together.
Okay.
It's to bind. And I think the most fundamental definition of religion is what binds people together, sort of at the meta level, like big picture. What do people center their lives around? Right? So not just a person, but a group of people. What do people build their lives around? What holds them together? So then automatically, I think we have to talk about what spirit, what ideas, not saying those are the same thing, but what spirit binds people together.
Yeah.
Because every community has something that it puts at the top that it, you could say, worships.
Sure.
That is to give its the centrality of its attention and devotion towards. So maybe like you could put anything in that spot. Maybe that's liberty or freedom. Maybe that's power. Maybe that's money. Maybe that's success.
Shout out
or
America.
a specific god. Shout out America.
Not
Nice.
a sponsor.
The unholy trinity of sex, money, and
Rock
power,
and roll.
and rock and roll. Yeah, where does rock and roll fit in all that?
Oh. Yeah.
It's the worship music.
Oh, sure,
there
sure.
we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Not to overstate it, but yeah, I think that general definition works for me. I
Yeah.
don't know how that aligns for you or for others, but
Yeah, no,
it's helpful for me.
I think that's fair, and I think that's why I don't necessarily like the statement of I'm spiritual but not
Yeah.
religious.
You can't really separate the two.
Yeah, and like, sure, maybe you don't belong to a church community, a temple community, whatever it is. You know, you don't practice a strict, regimented religion, but
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, maybe you don't have food laws, but
right,
you're still
yeah.
worshiping something.
But there are laws that you follow
but there,
still.
there are always going to be.
You know, and yeah, whether or not they're formal or not.
There's an
it's-
inside, there's an outside.
Yes.
There's no avoiding that.
Yeah.
No religion or spirituality gets
Yeah.
beyond that.
And I think as Christians, that's where it's important and dangerous. You know, I think I actually talked to middle school chapel about this. Was what idolatrous version of Jesus do you worship?
That's a good one.
You know, to kind of make little of it, make joke. You know, the Ricky Bobby. You know, I like to worship baby Jesus. I like to picture my Jesus as a rock and roll concert.
Yeah.
And you know, but we do that. You know, like, well, I like to worship the Jesus that lets me watch football whenever I want, and he's okay with me neglecting other things because he knows this matters to me.
Coach Jesus.
Yeah, right. Sports matters to my version of Jesus. Well, I like to worship the Jesus who doesn't care about any of that. All he cares about is feeding orphans in Africa.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Which sounds like
So,
a way
like-
better Jesus than the football one, but still,
Mission trip or social worker Jesus.
yes, right? And like, that's part of Jesus. That's not the only thing,
Yep.
right? Like,
Yeah, there's always aspects that people cling on to of
Yeah.
Jesus, and then they like either overinflate them
Yeah.
or like ignore the rest
Yeah.
of who Jesus is.
which I think, did we do a denominations conversation yet?
Not really.
We didn't record it one at least. But I think that's the danger of denominations.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where, you know,
I can see that.
our denomination, don't get mad at me, but we care about the intellectual Jesus.
Yeah.
You know, the one who
Tend to focus on
understands the
doctrine.
laws, the doctrine, the theology, the practice. And there are denominations that they focus on evangelism. And there are some that focus on the spiritual presence. And those are all good things. Those are all important, but you can't pick just one. 'Cause and that's where it can become dangerous as Christians to be spiritual but not religious.
Yeah. So I think what kind of ties a lot of those together is Jesus as some sort of spiritual guru.
Yeah.
Whether
Yeah.
that's the new agey kind, or whether that's I go to Jesus for basically to specifically where he's saying things that I like, and I don't go to him on other things.
You're skipping the chapters that you don't
I
like.
work him into my
Yep.
other larger religious system or
You
spirituality.
Google, where does Jesus say it's okay to eat pork? Because you want to make sure it's okay.
Dude, I'm pretty sure we can eat pork.
No, I'm not saying that's bad. But like, right, you Google that and you disregard the why that's a question because you're afraid of the other answer.
Yeah.
You Google, can I eat meat in heaven? Because I'm genuinely nervous that we might not.
Maybe we need to do a Grill Masters episode.
Oh yeah, dude, should we do it during next year's Grill Masters?
We can record it while we're both behind a Blackstone.
Yeah, just kidding. We never sit still during Grill Masters.
You'd be talking to many other people.
Shout out Grill Masters, kind of a sponsor.
That is,
I mean, that's
true.
our fundraiser.
That is
so
it's like is our sponsor.
That kind of actually is our only sponsor, aside from our church. That
Should we
pays
just give
us
shout outs
do
to Traeger and Blackstone and all the different
until they
grills.
send us money.
Yeah.
Ooh, hey, Traeger, Blackstone, if you're listening, we'll talk about your grills. Yeah, I mean that's the Jort stuff that I got with that.
Yeah,
I think. Sorry to be so hot and heavy right off the gate, but also you're welcome.
You're welcome.
I don't know.
Right on. You're welcome, people who don't like a very long podcast.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Maybe we can talk about more about what the heck we mean by spiritual in the future.
Yeah.
But
I feel like every Jort
need to stop.
is going to have a follow-up,
Yeah.
longer episode. Yeah. Well, hey, thanks for coming on this Jort with us. Thanks for listening. Thanks for supporting us. Thanks for sending all the gift baskets and the nice cards. We really appreciate it. Our P.O. box. I actually don't know what our P.O. box is. We got one for church.
Send it to church.
Yeah. Well, but church has a P.O. box now
Oh,
because
yeah.
of the construction.
That's
I don't
true.
know what it is.
I don't know
You
either.
can just hand deliver it, I guess. I'm not going to give you my home
You know.
address.
You know where our office is.
Yeah.
Just don't let Micah get to it.
Right. All right. Well, we'll catch you next time. Oh, you have it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Play it.
Get there. Oh, so you can hear your voice next time. Okay. Thanks, Mom, for listening. Bye bye. I love you too. This has been an episode of You Heard It Said, a podcast of Jubilee Studios. Make sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date with new episodes to come, and share this pod with your friends. Thanks for listening.